Hey y'all, good morning from the Free Republic of Texas. It's Wednesday, the 5th of freaking, hard to believe it, but the 5th of November of all things. You know, when I escaped New York back in 21, just a little over 4 years ago now, I did so in part because I felt like God was telling me that New York was going to fall. Now, look at what happened to New York City last night. They now have basically a Muslim mayor that has been practicing something called taqiyya. Research that word. It's Taqiyya. It means to deceive. In fact, in Islam, according to the Quran, they have an obligation. Muslims have an obligation to deceive people like you and I, normies, and fuck the word that they use. That word kind of reminds me of deplorables, you know. I'm no infidel, I'm no deplorable. I'm a fucking American patriot, and I got the fucking damage on my left ear to back that shit up. I stood up when they called my name. And y'all didn't stand up. Y'all are in New York City and you just let it fall. And now New York is going to become England if you don't turn it around. And the problem is that most of us that had the ability to already left, that were conservatives. Because we saw what was happening. The schools are going to shit. But it is what it is. Personally, I think that they should deport this guy, Mundami, or whatever the fuck it, Imam Dami. They need to deport his ass. Just fucking take away his citizenship. It's not, citizenship is a privilege, not a right. And that's really all I got to say about that. As far as the world stage goes, I don't know. I thought for sure this whole thing with 3i Atlas was going to become more than it has. And apparently they're just kind of like leaving it out there like a dead Democrat, waiting for the right time to unveil it. So that's what they did with Papa Bush. That's what they did with several of these people. They were dead and frozen, just waiting for the right moment. So, hey God, thanks for another day on this planet. I appreciate it. Help me awaken those that still slumber to the glory, hope, love, and forgiveness comes with having faith in you and your only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, who came to this earth, lived and willingly died so that one day our sins might be forgiven and we might know the glory of an eternity in heaven. Emphasis on the word might. Please, Almighty Father. You giving me a miracle here with Nightmare. I kind of need another miracle. I need a job of some sort. So if you could hook me up on that end, get me a little bit more fiscally solid, I'd appreciate it. Other than that, please protect and guide President Donald John Trump, J.D. Vance, Pete Hegseth, all of the cabinet members, especially RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard. Jeez. Too many to mention. Especially and protect and guide all the members of Q, the members of our military, our law enforcement, our emergency service workers, our firefighters. Yeah. especially our educators and groups like Vets for Child Rescues, united with the good patriots of the world. We can put on your full godly armor, pick up our swords, light and truth, and one sound voice, defeat the evil dark forces that continue to prey upon our innocent children. Your innocent children, once and for all, amen. Hey, y'all. I don't know. I've had an uneasy feeling for several days. I'm not exactly sure what's going on in this world, but you got to be an idiot to think that good and evil aren't actually real physical things at this point in time. I've dealt with it, manifestations, and I'll tell you, you got to be real careful out there. Real careful out there who you trust, and even who you talk to. Because that's the thing about the voice. The voice is a very powerful thing. People forget that before Lucifer got his ass handed to him and kicked out of freaking heaven, Lucifer was a musician, a singer. That's how he tempted his flock, just through words. You know. Uh-oh. I think we got Spinies. Hey, y'all, have a blessed day. Remember, have faith in God, the plan, President Donald John Trump, but mostly dig deep and have some faith in yourself. I got to take care of my dog. He's probably got a little fucking Texas Spiny in his foot. Oh, these are bastards. Hang on. Let me see if I can pull it out. I don't feel it, buddy. Well, I don't know what he's got. God bless, stay safe, and have faith. Later.